NBA 2K26 just got probably the best news ever, and I don't think anybody else got this information out there for you guys. I want to kind of do a deep dive into this one specific topic because it can change everything. And I would ask you to share this with the developers so they can continue to evolve NBA 2K26. I care about the game's health for all different sides. The competitive scene is somewhere where I've been in for a very long time, but I have family and friends that I just want to hang out with and make sure that they enjoy basketball like I do. So here we go. Let's do it. Like, subscribe, and comment if you rock with me. Here we go, baby. Yo, first of all, I'm just going to show you a tweet. This is the best tweet Mike Wayne has done this year and pretty much in a while. All right. It says, "We're going to loosen up the height restrictions for Jay Will's layup package and several others to under 6'10". Also, we'll do the same for many dribble sigs previously limited to small guards." All right. Now we're going to just pause on that and let you sit on this. This is huge. I'm not one of those guys that's trying to force them to take off the height cap on animations, but I do believe that it's definitely limiting the experiences. So when you play NBA 2K, there's a very rough situation where animations that are low requirements are the best in the game, or they're very high requirements. So you have to be under 6'5". You have to have a 95 dribble to get Steve Francis signature size up. Things like that, it hurt the game because all of a sudden everybody wants to put that on. Nobody wants to make big guards anymore. And that's what happened in 2K25. And this statement right here changes everything. I'm going to showcase a bunch of different things. That's how this works and how this helps and how you're going to be able to have more fun in the game if they took off the height restrictions for most of this stuff. Now, when it comes to just a couple of things, like big man dunks, having that as a prevalent thing, I get it. I do believe it should be big men and then just everybody else because it's a hybrid basketball game out there right now. And it's very important that we kind of embrace that in 2K because players can have build diversity. And I would unlock height restrictions completely if you leave it up to me. I'll showcase why in a second. Just want to start off by acknowledging what I just said by showing you the builder and giving you some deep dives in there as we go. So this is 2K25's builder, of course, but as you can see right here, I am 6'7". This is the biggest you can be. I would like it to be 6'8" for point guards, but at 6'7", I cannot get anything higher than a 91 dribble, right? Which is still very high, to be honest. And then my lightning launcher can only go to 83. So basically, I'm very limited to this. What this does, and this is where the restrictions are naturally happening, I don't need them to restrict my actual animations. So this is very important. We're going to talk about layups as well. This isn't a real build, so don't even try to make it, but just wanted to put layups high and then my dribbling as high as possible for this demonstration to kind of help you understand why the height restrictions aren't actually valid, especially the way the game has played last year where everybody had to be 6'4" or under in order to actually have the Francis dribble style. Now, when you come in here, there's certain signatures that are restricted. You can see 6'5" for Jordan Poole, then Kimba. These are some of the ones that people really like, right? But they're restricted unnecessarily an inch or two for an actual guard. It's like, if I'm a guard, I should be able to do these, okay? But all of a sudden, you got Tracy McGrady, who's one of the biggest guards, 6'8". He's not even qualified to be in my height range. And so if they did more of this, opens up people being able to do it. For the Jalen Brunson, there's plenty of them in here that I'll get into. Why am I 6'7", but I can't get these dribbles, right? Certain things like that where it's like, okay, come on, man. And so for me, this is huge. If they make the change and they do exactly what Mike Wayne is saying, gonna open up the game for all, specifically the dribble styles, not the size ups, but for dribble styles, as we know, this year we had people that we loved dearly, like Darlin. Everybody wanted to rock this, so you had to be under 6'4". So 6'4" or under. And so that restricted a lot of people's play styles when it comes to big guards. So we didn't want to have to rock Jalen Green, Zach Levine, or Williams, whichever one you use as a big guard, you know. But example, an 85. I can't get that with a 6'7". So I have to go 6'6", and then I'll probably be able to pull this out. Okay. Then now I'm 6'6", but I'm able to use the Garland and make some decent moves. I met the requirements for the attribute. Fine with the attribute requirement, just the height requirements that are punishing us to make a variety of builds. And see the restrictions, a lot of these are mostly going to be height, or some of them. Some of them are big man builds. Nobody's going to want to use those big man dribbles anyways if you're a guard. So this is where, if what Mike Wayne is saying is true, and again, not sure what he's going to do, but let's just put that right back up in the screen. He's basically saying layup packages are going to loosen up on the height restrictions to 6'10". And then he also is saying that many dribbles, SIGs will also have better for people who want to use bigger guards. Okay. And this is critical because then we're going to be able to do some fun stuff. Okay. Get the best possible. This also can go backwards if you're a small guard and you're wondering, hey, I just want to play my little guy. Well, maybe there's some actual animations that you like from bigger guards, right? Bigger, taller guards who are basically restricted. Why restrict things to the small guards when you have a variety of play styles? So some of this stuff, if I don't meet the requirements, get it. But if I do, have a 99 layup, but for some reason I can't pull out most of these packages you're telling me. Anthony Edwards is not short. He's a decent sized player, but I can't do it even though I have a 99 layup. It makes no sense. And so these are the changes that I think can help the game drastically. All of a sudden now, especially with the dribble customizations, you don't know about that, I have videos breaking all that down. But being able to customize your dribble layup packages is going to be outrageous. I'm going to be doing some insane play styles. It's going to be very hard to play against me. I'm sorry, man. Y'all going to be mad, bro. But in the end of the day, the point behind what I'm saying is this is critical. It's all about the build and the play style that you want to have. Right? So being able to unlock all that, for example, best example of animations being a little bit off key when it comes to the ratings and requirements. This is a 79 dribble requirement for the best hesitation in the game. There's no other hesitation anybody should use in the game. This is drastically better than almost everything in here. Doesn't mean you shouldn't use another one, but the point is, hey man, no height restrictions. Let us get our rating and then do the best that we can. And then it can open up maybe something else. Like, let me try a smaller guy, especially if I'm going to make a big build, which is what I did with this play style. So for me, like I said, in the end of the day, it's up to us players to kind of talk to the developers and tell them, hey, look, this is what I want. My layups, some of my dunks, my dribbles, a lot of this stuff should be on my attributes. Not to complain about oh, I'm paying for the build. Yeah, I buy the game and then I have to pay full price for a build, but you're telling me I can't use, even though I meet the requirements for my attributes that I end up paying for, can't give me that dribble package. Those are the type of things where it's they got to take into account, hey man, we're the customer. We're right. There's no oh, but They know better. They don't know better. We know better. Just a fun fact for those that are listening and watching. You want to be able to demand this type of thing from the person you're purchasing. So if I order a pizza and I said I want pepperonis, they don't put pepperonis on that thing. I'm like, hey man, what happened? I'm not gonna pay for the pepperonis, even though it's probably like $1 more, but still, like I ordered what I ordered. Let me get what I want. And so this is key. And this to me is the biggest change for our builds. There's a lot of great stuff in the builder. I'm talking about endless amounts of new dynamic features as far as max plus twos, new cap breaker system. I mean, I can go on and on. And if you're watching the channel, you've probably seen all my videos. But the point is, all that is amazing. But this is a game changer for diversity. It's going to be the most dynamic thing that could happen because now people will try out different things and then try to play, with a bigger guard to be able to shoot over somebody or maybe play better defense, block somebody better, different things that unlock from the variety. There's still going to be small guards that are going to just zoom past everybody faster, more attributes and things like that. But having the big guards as well just adds to the diversity that we need. So share this with Mike Wayne. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment if you rock with me. And we out here, baby. By the way, I got deep dives into the new information about the builder, breaking down everything. It should be popping up on screen now. Go check that out. Appreciate y'all time, your energy. Stay blessed out there. Peace.